It is great to be with you guys once again with another one of my provocative teachings. Again, I'm holding this to my mouth because I do not have my wireless lapel, right? So we got to go old school. And old school means that you got to hold things manually. Nevertheless, that's not going to discourage what we're going to be teaching today. Now, you might hear some noise in the background. I'm sure you do. It's the ocean, that good Bahamian ocean. I decided to come and do some recording on it. I've got to speak up a little loud because I think the ocean is overpowering my voice, so I can be a little loud here. Nevertheless, it's not going to interrupt what we're going to talk about today. Now, we're going to pick up off of the heels of our brief teaching yesterday on dream markers. And I would have said to you that dream markers are dreams where certain people will have certain things, symbols, signs that they dream that means something specific to them. Well, today I just want to elaborate on that just a little bit more before we go into the next step of that, okay? So we can consider this teaching dream markers part 2, all right? Now, yesterday I told you about this guy, Joseph, and his family, who clearly this family was gifted in not only dreams, but in dream interpretation, particularly that of his siblings and his parents, particularly his father. They were good in taking certain markers, like the moon, the stars, and so on, and convert those symbols as parts of a whole message, bring it together, and reveal the entire message. So that's basically what we are trying to achieve here. How do we take parts of your dream, certain aspects of your dream, that no matter how you dream, when you dream, there's these certain symbols that always shows up. What we want to do today is get you to focus on those particular symbols, those particular signs, and now do an analytical review in your mind to see what exactly happens when these particular dreams come about. And for example, let me give you an example of it. I remember doing a counseling session with a lady one time who was trying to have a baby. Her and her husband were doing everything possible to achieve this kid. They went to the fertility doctors and all of this other stuff. And the doctors couldn't come up with anything as it relates to medical science as to why they weren't capable of having this child. Nevertheless, she told me that every time she got pregnant, this is so interesting, she did achieve pregnancy, but was never able to carry it to full term. But every time she discovered that she was pregnant, she would always have this dream where this faceless man would come and have sex with her in the dream. And when she woke up, she would feel as if she literally had sex in that area, and it would only be a matter of days before she miscarried. So that's a dream marker. Now, obviously, it's a negative one because clearly the dream is revealing to her from the spiritual world, okay? The components or what's behind the scenes spiritually that's preventing this lady from having children physically. Now, you know, I've said to you on any number of occasions that our spiritual lives dictate the course of our physical life. I don't care how you put it, it is the way that it is. That is the way that God has intended it for it to be. So therefore, your spiritual world, and you are normally made privy to this during the course of your dreams. And just a side note here, you know, a lot of people say to me all the time, Kevin, a lot of times when you interpret dreams, the dreams seem to be so negative, but you don't blame me. Don't blame me. I am only interpreting based on what's being revealed to me by the Holy Spirit through your symbols. And I'm only showing you the clutter in your spiritual life that is revealing, it is giving the revelatory insight as to why the big mystery of your physical life, why you can't progress, why you can't have children, why you can't get married, and all these other things. So back to this lady. So every time she's pregnant, every time she conceives, she's excited. She says, finally, honey, we're going to have our own child, only to go to bed to have this dream, and this faceless guy is having intercourse with her, and the next thing you know, that she has this miscarriage. So it is dreams like this that I call dream markers. There are certain things, events, symbols and signs that you ought to take great note of, be it positive or negative, because you will know that once I would have achieved this dream, then I know what is now pending in my physical life. So knowing this, and I told her, I said, listen, what you need to do is go on a fast and begin to come against that strong man, that evil spirit of I wouldn't say anti-pregnancy, because you do get pregnant, but not being able to carry to full miscarriage. Come against that evil spirit of miscarriage. You need to go on a fast. You need to get the scriptures, especially the scriptures that deals about God intent for us to multiply as human beings. And you begin to give God his word, while at the same time, you're coming against that spirit of miscarriage, so on and so forth. So this is how you do it. You have to incorporate a fast. You have to give the scriptures to support what you're doing, because the scriptures are the rules, again, the laws of God. It is what forms, forge, and dictates to the unseen world. Now, I want us to go through two scriptures that I want to really expound on today, so that we will have an even greater understanding of this. Number one, I want us to look at it's Matthew chapter 13 and verse 25. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 25.